Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Bleak Faith Forsaken. So last time we reached one end, I suppose, it looks like, of the upper blocks. Pretty sure this is a dead end. And of course we defeated a boss here, actually the second one in the video, right? Started with finally finishing off that stupid plague whatever. And then we finished this guy here that, you know, looked like some sort of major story boss, but I guess wasn't. At least he, it, she, maybe, was just sitting here, not really bothering anyone. Huh? Thought I saw something pop up. No, I guess it was just... I see. Some grass twitching on the ground. Yeah, so... Nothing else here, huh? We do have this unstable essence, unable essence in our inventory, right? Can't put another perk yet, but we do have this thing, right? So I do need to bring that back to a proper homunculus to stabilize, without dying. Although I'm kind of morbidly curious about how exactly it's gonna work when you do die and drop it and have to go get it back. Oh, hey there. The wyvern spawn are still around. It wasn't actually... What was the boss actually called? Why do I keep forgetting bosses' names all the time? I guess I do remember Conrad, but that's about it. Anyway, whatever this thing was called. Wait. I should probably switch to my ranged weapon before I try using it. I don't know where that was supposed to go. Or... I mean, obviously I'm not even sure if these things can be hit. If they're even really there, or just scenery, you know. But yeah. Either way, good luck landing a hit. I certainly cannot log onto them. I suppose they don't bother me, so why should I even try to kill them? To finish the job, I suppose. Just sheath those weapons and, well, I guess we're gonna make our way back. I'm not necessarily going to try to beeline for a homunculus. For the perk essence, you know. I'm also not going to intentionally kill myself, I suppose, although I think I might just go ahead and kill and fight this guy here. Actually, I kind of want to... Well, looks like the squid thing is not coming all the way over here, so... Oh. I guess we kill these pretty quickly now. And the squid is, of course, coming here. Huh? Wow. Is it just me, or did it take much longer to kill that big guy on our way here? But I mean, obviously I didn't get stronger since fighting the boss, so I don't know why that would be. Oh, hey, Helena's Diary Fragment 1 out of 5. That reminds me, thank you game, that we had actually found... yeah, the Helicar's Maxims 2 out of 3. Wow, so we're actually only one random drop away from completing all the sets that we know about, at least. Of course, there could be others, and there could be more untitled logs, but we do have all of Helena's Diary Fragments now. When they arrived, they said they were looking for a traitor and those who betrayed them. Oh yeah, okay, so that would have been Conrad's men looking for Yaroslav? Maybe the soldiers who came before? Okay, so she saw those before. She saw those as well. Still, I was curious about the new one. He was taller than all the soldiers he came with. He seemed handsome, and his name sounded noble, Conrad. His men lost their way when the strange knight with a face like a skull joined them in their temple. Oh yeah. Conrad talked about that. His men lost their way when the strange knight with a face like a skull joined them in their temple. A fight broke out, and all we could hear was the slaughter inside. Conrad survived and left then, but something was strange. I wonder where he is. I don't even know him. but I hope he's alive and well. Well, he was alive, maybe not well. And since we met him, he's also no longer alive. Right, yeah. Was it the last one? We were ambushed in the temple yesterday. A single knight wearing the grin of death. Okay. So, a mask. What did you say? Face like a skull. Interesting. I will retire into what's left of the monastery, right? That's where we met Conrad and where he met his end. Interesting stuff. Helicar's Maxims. Well, these are simply lives with all their mechanisms and internal complexity, their mythology and their aspirations. Each flame a fire, each fire a small world, as infinite as the imagination, as deep as the mesmerizing sea. On the surface we are listening to the wind, the gentle ripples following on as waves, the clouds hovering with subtle menace, filled with intangible dimensions. There are few trees on the coast struggling against the salty spray, growing with dogged determination. Their blossom is feeble, their fruit bitter, their leaves hard and brittle. The frost doesn't come as far as the coast. The snow is a vision, and the bitter bite of the steady breeze that does feed the fire, that does reach down and nourish the soul. Simply lives within which a unique concoction of the very same days provide a million varied flavors. The ghosts are inhabitants of the past. The sky eels carry the ragged dreams of battles that are still to come. Leaves that fell from a tree, drops that left the ocean. Fascinating. No idea what it means, but that's okay. Anyway, so we know that there's a path here that I didn't explore last time, and I mean, yeah, while I am carrying this essence that I technically want to get to safety, I'm still going to go ahead and explore this new place. Oh, I didn't see you here last time. Wait. Yeah, in fact, on this bridge there were like... Oh, okay, there still is at least one. But there used to be another squid thing as well. And definitely not any humanoid enemies. Okay, it is an enemy. Sure would be nice if we could properly backstab. Okay. Parrying my attacks, are you? Kinda hate that. But we can... Ugh. Oh god, I almost rolled off. That's why I didn't actually really want to fight on this bridge at all. Because that makes dodging very dangerous. Oh, I see. They fire their laser and then they, like, malfunction for a moment. And have to cool down or something? Those squids, that is? Okay, so what was that? Stats concoctions pack unlocked. Okay. Didn't we already have that? Oh boy, what is new? Sure would be nice if they marked anything that was newly added, because... Indestructible, I think these are new. Increases all your armor ratings by 2,000 for 90 seconds. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Well, actually... Does it though? Wait, oh, okay, so... But I was gonna say, I mean, all my concoctions, all my armors, but then it only took Sponge Skin and Flux Shield. But actually the first recipe does use one of each. But it is all condensed down into only one indestructible concoction, fair enough. Then we have the other recipe that replaces one of the concoctions with an essence, and then we have, yeah, okay. I see the pattern. Oh, but these then use 2 potions. I see. Well, okay. Apparently we don't have any sponge skin? Interesting. Why is that? Also, can we not make that? Oh no, we totally can. Huh. I guess I never felt the need to make any. I think I actually have some on my belt right now. Also, it would be nice if it showed you how many you currently have, of the item, but, you know, details. We can look that up elsewhere. It's fine. So we have 9 stone shields. I think it is just not showing the ones that I also have on my belt, because I'm pretty sure I still have sponge skins. Yeah, I mean, I could make these, but then again, I suppose in any given fight you're probably going to be facing mainly one damage type. I suppose there are cases where an enemy will have, you know, either a sharp or blunt weapon and then also use magic. So, okay, I see. I see the use. Jaeger's Concoction, Greater Jaeger's Concoction, hold on. 60% for 20 seconds, yeah, okay, it's just twice as good. But still, that duration, dude, it's just... I mean, for that you really almost need the perk that doubles duration, right? Because with 40 seconds, yeah, that's something to work with. In 20 seconds, though, given that you probably are going to have to dodge a couple of attacks, even if you time it really well, I mean, you're gonna get, you know, a handful of extra attacks in. But then, that's just that. And in a long fight, like against that Plague Warden, or what it was, that doesn't really make a difference in the long run at all. But it's there, and maybe we are going to unlock that improved Tinkerer, was it? Zealot's Tears. Max Flux, okay. Max Stamina. And also max health, right? Those all exist. Powerful immune system. Immunity to all debuffs. Strength. Agility and Constitution. I mean, those are probably the ones that we just got. And we must have had these indestructible concoctions before. Because it said stat potions, right? For what we just picked up. Yeah, I mean, these are good. We could make plenty of these, actually. Interesting that... Okay, the recipe for strength is just a bit different. I mean, if I wanted to give myself just a nice damage boost, I'd probably just go for this. Although, it would stack with the armor penetration from Jaegers. Or the other one. Okay, I mean, why don't I just go ahead and make some of these? Can we make the one that combines them all? Oh, we can. Right, and as expected, it takes one of each, yep. How many would I want to make? Let's make one more here. Let's actually make one more here. Oh, and I made 2? Oh, because each craft makes 2. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. So 11 of those as well. And agility. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I suppose. Right. And now we can just make a bunch of these. Just a bunch of all stats. And then some extra strength, just for good measure. 18 of those. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Do I have those here already? No, that's regenerative fluid, okay. Diver's lungs, I mean... Okay, I've got Jaeger's concoctions here. Guess I could make the greater ones if, you know, there's sponge skin, like I thought. I mean, if we ever need to dive again, hopefully not, but if we do, I can always re-equip it. Let's just put strength there. I guess we might as well put our all attributes somewhere. Now if I could see my menu, please, thank you. So up should be strength, right should be all attributes, left is regen. I mean, they look very, very similar, but maybe I'll remember. By which I mean I'm definitely not gonna remember in the heat of combat. It's just guaranteed to get mixed up, but oh well. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was hearing an enemy, but I think that crackling or clicking sound that just happened. Oh, interesting. Was just part of the ambience, the backing track. So we have, is this actually here? No. Wait, it was! That looked so weird. I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Oh, okay. I mean, we can't call it back down. But where's this gonna go, actually? So we've got 2 elevators. This one might just connect back up to where we were, although I don't remember it. And there would have been a lever to call it down on the upper end, right? Of course, I can't look further up than this. But it seems to be traveling quite a bit, for quite a while. Okay, let's actually step on. Yeah, I just didn't expect this mechanism to be inside the cabin. The cage or whatever. I don't know, we're above? Wait. Yeah, no, okay, we're definitely somewhere we hadn't been before. Oh, but can we kick down a ladder here? Absolutely, okay. Where is this? I think Yeah, okay, so that right there is actually the bridge that I jumped onto with a bit of a tricky maneuver. Yeah, okay, I see. So that's the path we came. This below here? Yeah, I guess there was just nothing there before. Now there's the ladder. Good to know. It also means, of course, that we could just head back to the homunculus from here very safely and quickly. In fact, I probably should just do that, huh? Kind of silly not to. Templar helmet. Templar stuff. Ooh. That sounds like heavy armor, but we might have some use for it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Templar shoulders, heavy armor, Templar chest piece. Mark II. I mean, obviously it's good defense, no surprise there. Comes with health equipped. Some weapon damage. Well, I mean, we're using heavy gloves right now, so... Huh. Okay. Actually, surprisingly improvised looking, with just a metal slab strapped... You know, strapped onto the arm. I suppose it's probably gonna do the job to an extent, to just help deflect blades. So sure. And I guess the glove underneath, or the gauntlet, might actually also be metal. That's just an extra bit of... what's the word? God damn it. Strengthening. Reinforcement. There you go. Okay. I mean, those are some protective looking shoulders. Not the most exciting looking ones. Oh, and you know what? Templar helmet. This is exactly the armor that Anselm was wearing. Because I just happened to see that part of the video where I encountered him. The one time I did. I mean, might as well look at the full set. So, I kind of like the look. Vengeance? Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking set. 100% encumbrance. I mean, it doesn't make you appear quite as sluggish. Oh, what's going on here again? Another lever? Didn't even see that before. Oh, wait, I know exactly where we are. We're gonna lift this. And this is literally straight back. Oh, wow, okay. I did not realize we were this far up, and... Yeah, I totally remember seeing this, of course, and, you know, casually trying to jump up here and wondering, you know, about this little passage here. And this guy that used to be here, kind of pointlessly. That was a shortcut all along. I just... Yeah, okay. I didn't notice, I suppose, that it was attached to a crane. That's cool. Yeah, anyway. Templar set. I mean, yeah, it looks decent. But I'm not ready to just go for straight up heavy armor in this game. Not quite yet. everything heavy, but the chest piece, I mean, at least with that we're underneath. We're below the 90% encumbrance threshold. And thanks to our cape, we still have 77 stamina per second and fantastic 1.2 second recovery. That should be pretty workable, honestly. And our defenses, Technomancy defense is abysmal. Sharp armor rating is really good. And this is with the armor not even fully upgraded, or, you know, not even upgraded to level 3. Which I could do. I mean, I don't know. I don't like being so vulnerable to Technomancy, though. Maybe if we replace another piece. Maybe even go for... I suppose we would probably need to go for light armor. Librarian trousers? It almost doesn't matter. I mean, with that, we are actually below 60%. And our armor is looking more balanced. I mean, Blunt has actually taken quite a dip. But we would be bringing that up by upgrading everything. I don't know, maybe this is a decent compromise? I would obviously have to resocket absolutely everything. But I kind of like the look. I mean, I had also gotten used to these. I mean, how would that work? The thing is, we don't really need to use any. We don't need to lose any more weight at this point. So I could go for heavier stuff. Maybe I could go for medium leggings, the ones that I had been using, perhaps. Which ones would those be? These, I guess. Yeah, this is where I put in the 2.5 attack speed as well. Can't really replace that right now, I think. 52, okay. With that we would be at 58. I mean, I don't hate the armor values. Should be able to... Actually, what can we upgrade? This, and this. Yeah, but we're not really gonna get a lot of Technomancy armor. But I suppose we can... maybe replace the 200 sharp armor I put in here with even more Technomancy just to balance out more. But didn't I also put some other irreplaceable one? What was the one? Wait, these other leggings we've been using. Everything looks so similar. It's kind of easy to lose track. Was it these? No, let's just put straight up damage in there. Oh, 30% base weapon damage. Yeah, I don't think I have one of those. That's unfortunate, so I can't really switch this one out. Specifically, I wouldn't mind the new helmet, but yeah, I have to go with this one. Which does give us a bit more Technomancy. So, you know what? Yeah, I don't hate that. Let's maybe go with this. I'm okay with it. We can also stabilize the perk essence. Wonderful. Get our Mirage back, which we don't need near that boss fight any longer, because there is no boss anymore. So, perk. We could go for this one, extra stacks. That would actually help quite a bit. Oh, did I ever mention that I looked up change logs, patch logs, and one of them did mention that DK was in fact changed at one point. It used to reduce attack power and enemy defense. Then at some point it was nerfed to only reduce attack power by default, and the armor reduction effect was moved to this debuff mastery perk instead. Which, you know, fair enough. Now, we do have that, so our decay currently does reduce armor rating by 3 per stack, and it does stack to up to 3 times by default. So an additional 2 stacks would be nice, of course. 15% armor reduction, I mean, that's just really nice to have, and that's basically guaranteed to be on most of the time in a longer fight, because we hit nice and fast Yeah, I mean, at some point, I would like that a lot. For this one here, persisting through death and, most importantly, the double duration would be super nice. But it definitely feels more valuable to just go for a whole new perk instead, right? While we don't have all of our perks available. So I guess dual wield mastery, since I am committed to this weapon. It is a damage increase. I mean, how much is it really? It's an extra 25% off your offhand weapon damage. How much overall damage increase is that? I don't know. I'm just gonna get this. And then I'm still not sure at all about what these what's up with this whole combo point thing. I honestly should have looked that up as well and just forgot. Extra crit chance. I mean, we hardly need more crits. I mean, I suppose they don't hurt, but I don't think we need more crit. Do not consume any stamina from melee attacks if at 15 or above combo points. I mean, I suppose that would be pretty nice if that is something I can regularly achieve. But even just the basic upgrade here is pretty decent, I suppose. Or should I... I mean, it might be... Okay, it's probably maybe at most like a 10% damage buff overall, if that. Which is not nothing, but maybe not absolutely world-changing, you know. This would increase my constitution by 10%, and then with an upgrade also... I guess I would be going with strength, right? That's what I decided. So it would give me a decent health boost right off the bat. And in the long run, that's probably not a bad idea to have at all. I feel like I've obviously not been focusing on constitution very much or on health increases. And by the end game, I definitely want to be a little bit tankier than I am right now. I've been getting by, right, so far. But I'm a little bit afraid that I might just run into something really dangerous that might give me a lot of trouble. Offense or playing it a little bit safe. I'm so tempted to just take a little bit of offense, but I think this is the more reasonable option, and it is going to give me offense in the long run. So yeah, let's go. I guess I'm just naturally talented now. Okay. Now that is done. Right, upgrades, or rather, equipment.
Look who came to visit.
Well, which does involve upgrades, actually, so... Yes. Right, we still have plenty. Yeah, we're just not getting any extra technomancy rating. It's kind of annoying that that doesn't increase at all, but oh well. Anyway, what do we need to put in here? Base weapon damage there is fine, probably. I definitely had 3 times base weapon damage in my shoulders, so I guess I'm just gonna go for that again. If I still have them, I do. Yes, that's fine. Replace that, please. Yes. And sure, we're just gonna go for that again. Unless I happen to have a better one. Or maybe we can even make better ones? Hold on, let me... discard for now. Manufacturing. Oh, wait. You can manufacture equipment. Huh, I didn't know that. I guess I hadn't looked at this in a while, or we just got these recently, or both. Removes iframes, gives a lot of extra health. Vulnerable dodge, okay, I see. I think this is just an upgraded version of, yeah, is it called the Tactician's Amulet that we just found pretty early on? That only gives you vulnerable dodge? Like a dodge that goes farther, but doesn't have any iframes? Yeah, I don't know about that. And this one at least gives you a decent health boost in addition, so... Oh yeah, in fact, it's literally just an upgrade to Tactician's Amulet. I just need to use my eyeballs. Oh, but then we also have different... Okay, so these are all modifications to that amulet. That's fascinating. Removes iframes, but gives you 10% to all armor pen. I see. Plus 90% base weapon damage. Stamina recovery, okay. I mean, we're good in terms of stamina recovery, I guess. I'm obviously not a big fan of the removal of iframes. That sounds extremely sketchy. I mean, I'm gonna pick one of these. Either this or this, I guess. I don't know if in the long run just maximizing your armor penetration is the better way to go. Apparently it caps at 75%, but obviously we're far from that. We're gonna have 15% from our decay buff once it's fully stacked. And I suppose with this we would always be guaranteed 25% armor penetration. Which sounds pretty good. Base weapon damage, I mean 90% sounds amazing, but we already have, like, you know, I don't know how much base weapon damage boost, and we can relatively easily just stack that in our armor, and the effects are dropping off, right? It started out having a huge impact, and obviously, I mean 90% would still be a nice boost, but I think I'm gonna go with this one here. I just like the idea of having an option to, you know, get more armor penetration when I need it. Okay, the bad news, of course, is that we do not have an upgraded version of this. It almost looks like we have corresponding... No, but these are all lesser, actually. Yeah. So we can't even make the regular anomalous crystals yet, let alone greater ones. Maybe I should hold off, but then again, let's make a few more of these. And just put them in for now. Yes. Yes. And yes. And accept. And the gloves. I mean, really, I don't really need to even use these. I could just use the heavy gloves that I already had. What did I put in them? Restless? Are these the ones? I guess so. Health and base weapon damage? Yeah. And it's not like I'm wearing most of the temper set at this point. Just two pieces, actually, so... It's kind of whatever. Max stamina. I mean, 3 points of max stamina is kind of pointless. Let's just go with... is there anything? I keep looking. Oh, you know what? I could actually go with... more Technomancy armor. Well, for now, let's put another one of these. Ten max stamina. No. Could do that. It's too bad you can't just put armor penetration in your armor, but I get it. Extra attack speed. I mean, 15 health is also obviously pretty useless, so I'm happy enough putting something else in there. Why not, what was the Technomancy armor? There. Sure. Accept changes. So, what are we looking at here, armor-wise? 3290, 33, so that's very balanced. I could exchange 200 sharp for Technomancy. Maybe it makes sense to balance things out as much as possible, because you never know what you're going to be facing, right? Yeah, sure. Bed. Sharp armor. Technomancy, yes. And our health is at 750. Okay, that's a decent boost. We're only getting +2 from our perk right now, but well, at this point, I'm maybe just gonna put some more points into Constitution until we can get more than +2. You know, an extra bonus point from the 10% increase. Yeah, just go strength, constitution from now on. Because we're doing good in terms of agility, right? Yeah, seems good to me. Armor is relatively evened out. And we're gonna get more slots for improvements, of course. And better crystals to put in there as well, so... We're doing fine, I would say. 112 attack speed, 112%. Not bad. Not bad at all. What is actually improving our critical damage? That used to be only plus 40 or so? Maybe plus 60? It's not improved... Yeah, can only be increased by equipment. Huh. Either way, I'll take it. And of course our flat 50% crit chance. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, awesome. Back into the level. Now that we have this convenient shortcut here. And we have a shortcut, yeah, either just down to the main area here, where there is still a place that I wanted to look at. I guess you can just see the beginning of that ramp right behind the building there. Hard to say actually what I'm looking at. It's also gray and blending into each other, but I think so. That should be the main path. Somewhere back there is where we fought the boss. I might want to look around there just a bit more, just to make sure I didn't miss any items. I don't feel like I explored everything exhaustively. And then of course we have another elevator going down, presumably going to a new area. Although this one didn't. But the other one looks like it's gonna go down, so... That is likely going to go to a new place. Yes. Well, let's find out which one. I mean, I don't... Doesn't necessarily go to a new place. It could be a place we've been before. Although, I don't know what would make sense. Certainly doesn't look familiar, but there's... Oh. Well, good thing I improved my technomancy resistance, huh? I guess I'll top off here. Heavily armored, shield-using technomancer? Wait, was it even you casting those spells? So he wasn't even looking at me. Oh, he's fast. Okay, we stunned him, and then I just miss all of my attacks. Okay, he isn't that sturdy, I guess. What the heck? Oh, he killed me. Oh, it's, yeah. Alright, fair enough. I definitely blundered many of my attacks there. I had my opportunity to land some nice charged heavies and just didn't use them. That is entirely on me. Well, that's what we have this shortcut for, I suppose. Even though, of course, now whatever enemies were in the way have returned. I keep thinking, no, that up there is just a reflection in the window or a light in the building, not an item. Not that we can actually get up there anyway, so... Yeah. Is the elevator gonna be down, though? Sure is. Okay, hold on. Oh, thanks for actually waiting. It's very considerate of you. Now, of course, now that we've confirmed that the elevator goes to a new zone, I'm pretty sure it's got to be a place I haven't been. Because where else? What did it look like? What other area could it be? I mean, if anything, it looked maybe like the Block 6. But I don't know where that could be. Where there could be an unexplored part of that level, you know. This is Nightback that we killed here. I don't see him from here. Hold on. Let me just... Oh, okay, right. Oh no, he's dead. I should have fallen there. Honestly. Okay, so that guy's back. Was he using a two-handed sword before? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm curious. I'm gonna check out the new area, and I definitely should have had no trouble. Well, maybe not no trouble, but I should have been able to defeat that that enemy there. That was just a bit silly. I guess I'm not that used to fighting enemies that actually block my attacks and can't just be attacked with, can't just be killed with light attacks. I mean, I guess, well, I don't know. Maybe he would have eventually dropped his defense or something. It's so weird to me that now he's facing me. Okay, facing me and looking toward me. Oh, he's. What was that? Okay, that got me before as well. Heal up. He's comboing, and okay, he finished his combo. That's when I get a chance to retaliate. Or I can get him like this. Or he will sometimes use a slow attack like that and then still follow up and get me. Wow. 1800, okay, I'll take it. Upgrade module, Ring of Power. Rings of Power traditionally are... Oh, what's up with the background here? What? That's just what it looks like in this area? That's strange. Yeah, Rings of Power traditionally are a bit dangerous to use, but okay, minus 5% attack power, plus 10% technomancy penetration. Okay, I mean, obviously really good for a technomancer, really bad for anyone else. Like me. Hahaha. Thank you. Soulbreaker. Haven't found a new weapon, or, well, I suppose we haven't been finding very many new weapons recently. Soulbreaker, sharp one-handed swift, heavy strike, to expose armor, okay. I mean, yeah, it's neat, I suppose. Not for me, though. I'm committed to my dual wielding at this point. Well, I suppose technically I haven't... Yeah, this is definitely new. In fact, is this the forest that I've heard about? And it looks like foresty. It's definitely the most trees that I've seen anywhere. And we definitely have some sort of giant stomping around here. As usual, I would not mind having a homunculus to just establish a bridgehead here. So I'm not really ready to fully explore this yet. But I would like to mark it for later, you know. What do we see here? I mean, I suppose we're just below the blocks. I guess those are some of the bridges we saw up there. Oh yeah, in fact, this must be this... yeah, this building which we saw the top of, where I wondered if we would ever explore that. I still think that we probably won't. But yeah, okay. And again, it makes sense, because technically we could have, you know, we could disable the loading screens, just have it all be completely continuous. And then, of course, it would make sense that at the bottom of the elevator we just emerge below the area that we were at before. Should I chance this with this guy? Chance it? I mean, historically, these giant type encounters haven't been that bad. Oh god, visibility was 0 there, so... so that was cool. Can I please... Oh, okay. I need to get pretty close to you. A bit uncomfortably so. He's doing something. Maybe not. 6, and he's dead. He's not dead, actually. Okay, so he has multiple multiple weak points. Maybe one higher up this time and not next to each other. Okay, thankfully that still hit him, even though he's moving around a lot. Okay. Let me grab you, please. Thank you. Climb up there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay. 3,400 for the kill. Please don't drop your item in the wall. Thank you very much. Ring of Speed. Okay. And some Jaeger's concoction. I like it. I don't ever really use them, but I like it. Ring. Oh. -5 attack power, +10 attack speed. Okay. Interesting. I mean, shouldn't that technically be a DPS increase? That's assuming you can land all your attacks, of course. Which in practice is not necessarily going to happen. So, in practice it might actually not be an improvement, because all your heavy and charge attacks, of course, are only going to be weakened, and are not going to benefit from the extra attack speed. Yeah, I think this weapon is fast enough as it is, by default. So I'd rather have it hit as hard as possible with each hit. Don't need to make it any faster. Plus we are already getting a decent speed boost from just, you know, increasing our agility as much as we have been and will continue doing probably at some point. So yeah, I think I'm good. Just to confirm, okay, yeah, there's definitely stuff going on over here. I mean, there's a red light in the distance, might be marking where our homunculus is around here. It's definitely a place worth checking out. Okay, everything's shaking because there's another one of those guys stomping about in the back. But there's definitely some sort of path here. I mean, that's... Or is it? Is it actually, though? That totally looked like a ledge for me to explore, but then it kind of just stops here, and... Yeah, I can't just continue walking here, so that seems a bit too awkward. I mean, I guess... am I gonna survive the drop? It would really be unfortunate to die here. To die from falling because of curiosity. You can kind of squeeze past, but this definitely does not feel intentional. Hello. Oh. Didn't even realize that... Oh, wait. I didn't even find that? How? How did I miss that? I was running around out there, right? And I totally didn't realize that one of the walls was not just a natural rock. But also... Maybe it's not an intentional shortcut that I took, but it is a shortcut of sorts. Okay, wait. Oh, do you guys like this? Okay, one of you guys didn't like it a lot. The other one didn't care too much. Ouch. That was just dumb. It's mostly a bit awkward because this ledge here doesn't allow me to just walk up. Oh, and now you're here. Oh god, what's happening? I was stunned, okay. Also, I was only hit in the first place because I think I got stuck on that little ledge there. Yeah, this is just a bit of an awkward place to fight. Maybe unsurprisingly. Oh god, and there I couldn't see anything. That's always fun. Ooh, nice, nice. Also, very nice 5,400 for that guy, excuse me? He didn't seem that bad. Okay, thanks for the items. Just drink some regen. Oh wait, actually I might be running out of those. Oh, wow, made you stagger backwards? And he's gonna stomp down. or stab downwards. Ooh. Oh, I think I staggered him. Interrupted his attack. Okay, nice. And that was only worth 50 XP, apparently. Okay, so, I mean, this might not be that much of a shortcut, of course. Who knows? I probably could have just walked around from where I was earlier. Yeah, we can see the same light there, so it's not really much of a skip or anything. But kind of fun nonetheless that it ended up working. What? What was that noise? Also, every time. Always look around. I suppose this item, normally you're supposed to be coming from this direction, so this would have been very obviously in the way. Imperial Shield. Is that what those big guys are using? Those Imperials? It looks like it might be, yeah. It's definitely heavy. Comes at Mark II, extra health, shield wall, project a shield forward, dealing damage to first target it hits. It's not what shield wall sounds like. Doesn't sound like an offensive ability, but I guess I'll take it. Improvised fortification, 7500 armor rating for 10 seconds, but become unable to block, right? That one was that. Shield bash, yeah, I mean, that sounds like an attack, obviously. And a cone in front of you. But does it actually deal damage? I suppose it doesn't mention it, so maybe not. Reduce their damage output by 20%. And this one just outright... I mean, interestingly, actually, this does not specify the amount of damage, unlike every other ability that gives you a breakdown of exactly how much and how it scales. So... not sure why they're not doing it for that ability, but that's okay. Oh. Can we sneak up on that guy? Actually, I'm not sure if he's facing my way or not. I think he's facing the wall. Also, now I cannot lock onto the other guy anymore. That's fine, I guess we'll deal with this one first and just one-shot him. I mean, almost one-shot him. You are wearing a strange-looking helmet, my friend. Can I have that, please? Only for the collection. Ow, ow. Okay, I lost lock on. But somehow he didn't take advantage of his well, advantageous position. Mechanomad staff, I guess. Or Mechanomad. Either way works. Okay. And I have no idea what I got from the big mace guy, if anything. Right, I did get this piercing amulet. I mean, yeah, increase the distance of dodges and dashes, but removes invulnerability frames. I'm gonna give that a shot at some point, but it's not something I want to generally use, I don't think. We could just put on +5 agility. Consistent strikes. Your weapons always deal the average of their damage. Oh. Honestly, I don't see how that helps. On average, we're already dealing the average of our strikes. That just removes... I mean, yeah, it makes it more consistent. But why would you really want that? If you want to guarantee that you can kill a given enemy in a specific number of hits... But in practice, it doesn't really make sense. It makes more sense to me to hope for high rolls to get lucky. Yeah, you can also just get unlucky and, you know, get a series of low rolls and take longer to kill an enemy, but, yeah, again, over an average length fight, it's just gonna bounce out anyway. +5 agility is nice, I suppose. It's just another source of agility if we want it. And, you know, the +5 partially makes up for the delay. If it weren't for the passive, I would be using this amulet, actually, but... yeah, I'm just not a fan of removing nice big hits, even if it means removing small hits. I don't know. Am I dumb? Does it objectively make sense to be more consistent? I don't know. I mean, I guess at best, it probably doesn't really change anything. Statistically, it probably doesn't make any difference whatsoever. But it feels worse to me. I like the gamble. I like being surprised and, you know, sometimes having bad luck, but being rewarded with sometimes just being lucky. You know? I think this just makes it less interesting. I don't know. Mecha Nomad Staff. Okay. Lightning Discharge. Discharge electricity all around you at random. Enemies hit by it have a chance to be stunned. Those that resist receive a daze. Yeah, obviously damage is not going to be great because our intelligence sucks. Unstable Surge releases small explosion from the staff, unleashing lightning attacks that damage enemies. Multiple lightning attacks, again random, or I mean, I do like lightning magic in games. You know, when I am playing as a caster. Oh, you can't charge, I guess. Well, yeah, if I was playing as a spellcaster, I could see myself going for this just for fun. As it is, of course, not going to do that. So there was a way into this building. It's kind of Colosseum-like looking thing, maybe. Down that way. Noted. For now, I guess I'll try to see... Where was the red light? Why can't I see it from here? Because it must just be covered by some big trees. Oh, or it was further over that way than I thought. That's also a possibility. I'm gonna hope that that's where we get a checkpoint. Somewhere around there, perhaps. Oh. Good stuff. I can see the anomaly from here as well. Ring of Giant. Yes. So many new rings. +2 strength. Muscle Mastery. Gains 10% bonus to strength. Wow. Okay, hold on. Yeah, didn't I say that as soon as we find something like the Ring of Serpent, but for strength, that would almost certainly be better than the Ring of Blessed Hand? I mean, let's find out, right? We can see our damage right here. 114 to 132. We have 19 strength, so this should actually give us a pretty decent boost. Yeah, +5. That sounds pretty good. 117 to 137. I mean, yeah, the number is higher. Not a lot higher, but obviously the ring is going to scale with our increased strength as I keep putting more points into, which I am going to do. So, yeah. It's not a huge upgrade for now, but it is an upgrade. Unless just having straight up attack power modifier here, you know, somehow scales better than weapon damage that we get from strength. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna assume for now that, you know, the damage displayed on my weapon is what matters, and if that's higher, then it's better. Ooh, almost looks like we can make the jump over there. In fact, I wonder if this little outcropping here exists explicitly for that purpose, perhaps. Is there a homunculus? No. Not immediately. So what is this light actually marking? I guess there's an entrance here. Contractor, chest piece and legs. Medium armor. Okay. Yeah, it looks like armor. I don't know, it's something about this game. I mean, everything is color-wise. All the armors are basically just gray. That doesn't help. But even apart from that, I mean, yeah, they don't look the same. They're definitely different designs. But still, I have such a hard time distinguishing them visually. Hello, guys. Are you the same Templars I met before? Is the girl with you? I cannot talk to any of them, can I? Well, I guess they're not the same Templars, they're more like monks. You're gonna get mad at me? No, thank you for not getting mad. You look special, but I'm talking to you. Oh. Industrial maze, okay. Blunt one-handed fast. Passive bash. Okay. Hello? Hello? Really? Not even you? Nice singing, though. That red lighting is a bit ominous, isn't it? Oh, I guess they're also friendly. Come on, this seems important, potentially story-wise. I'm not quite ready for this yet. Is this gonna get me somewhere else? Well, not a new area. Kinda wish areas had, you know, a homunculus near every major exit or entrance. You know, just as a staging point. Oh god. Oh, also, I have not been scanning for anomalies, like, at all recently. And there's one right here. Okay, I didn't hear the hum this time, so... Encrypted radiation. Probably need to... Oh, well, I guess maybe I didn't need to deal with this guy. Because it didn't... Huh? Didn't seem like he had actually seen me. Wow, you're tanky. Jeez. They're like the ones that we saw in the deluge area. But I would say they're a different version. Well, actually, my normal fast attacks just tear through his armor pretty well. Okay, I was worried about running into the elevator backwards here. Although I guess we would be fine. Die already, Jesus. 1000 XP and level 20. Awesome. Apparently level 20 was the recommended level for that Plague Warden. I don't know what level I was, like 17? 16, 17? When I took him out. So, a bit ahead of the curve, but yeah, I mean, makes sense. It took me long enough, so definitely would have had a bit of an easier time if I had waited. Okay, do we see when we get an extra bonus here? Maybe not. Let's just put 1 point each for the time being. Oh, actually, once again, we had more points. Never mind. So let's just put 2 points each. That's what I meant. Sure. Apply those changes. 850 health. I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna start putting points into Constitution now, that's gonna get my health bar growing pretty quickly. With 50 points for each point of Constitution, that seems incredibly generous. Yeah, I'll definitely keep going until we get a +3 bonus here. And then I'll stop. Of course, we're also going to get more strength. 123 to 143 for Arcamas. Pretty crazy. Okay. I mean... There's... Once again, like with the Sky Towers zone, or... I guess we learned the proper name for it now, right? Uranopolis? It definitely feels like we should have a checkpoint by this time, but at this point, you know. apparent safe place here does not have one. I mean, maybe it does further in, and we just have to go ahead and encounter these people here. Maybe that's Yulia? No, it's not. It's definitely not her, right? This feels so ominous. What? Was that you talking to me?
Actions, not words.
Here. Hello? Yeah, you're new, right? We haven't met you before.
I empathize with those we purify. But when I lay my hands on the Serdars, hell will seem like heaven.
Okay. Arch-Inquisitor Belisarius. Are you the one who was sent by the administration, or what Conrad mentioned? That he was sure that would send more people. Like he had requested reinforcements after his forces had been diminished with each failed attempt at negotiating with Yaroslav. And these are the ones who were sent after them? I mean, either way, apparently they're also after the Serdars.
If we could only do away with everything here, all together.
Everything here. I mean...
A marvelous conception. A supreme figure. An exalted shadow. An infinite representation of the excellence and supremacy that transcends comprehension or grasp. Thus is the excellence of the God Emperor and the greatness of his domains made manifest. He will be glorified not in one, but in countless suns. Not in a single realm, but in 1,000.
The God Emperor. Yeah. I don't know if maybe these are a different faction then, who are also after the Serdars for other reasons? Because, I don't know, Conrad didn't sound like a... Didn't make it sound like they were, you know, zealots, fanatics, religiously motivated. But maybe they were. Maybe he was just one of these guys.
I do not like forced conversations, so, if you please, there is no meaning to an existence with no beginning and no end. And I no longer wish to indulge it with conversation. There is no meaning to an existence
Thanks for not just...
with no beginning and no end. And I no longer wish to
it's
indulge
fine.
it
I'm gone.
with
It's okay.
conversation.
Thanks for not just getting mad and starting to attack me for bothering you. But also... Can I have this? Oh. Once again, I heard a hum, but only as I was actually walking away from it. Thank you. And yes, I'm going to read all of those. I just really want that shortcut, or that checkpoint, you know? It really feels like there should be one around here. Maybe there was one in the forest and I just literally walked around it. Like, perfectly dodged it. That's honestly not impossible. I guess I just assumed that it would be near the red light. Okay. Oh, that's like one of those guys, or like that guy on the bridge. Ooh, I like your mask. You look exactly like... Oh god. This is awkward. Can I please not do this? I cannot do anything right now. I cannot move. Oh no. No. Oh, wait. Okay, that works. I'll take it. Take him out, please. So anyway, yeah, that guy with the half skull helmet, that looks like straight out of Blame, or another work of Tsutomu Nihei, like Biomega, and some shorter works that have. This is such a Tsutomu Nihei character design. This is crazy. Piercing arrow, splinters, all kinds of stuff. Oh, hey there. What are you guys, huh? lightning mage. Oof. Wow, okay, that's the explosion that you do. So just don't be near them when they do that, or I suppose dodge in time. Ow. Any checkpoints? Well, we got items, we got... Oh. Okay, that's a gate that we somehow have to get to the other side. Can we not just jump that? Maybe not. This is such a fascinating place. I'm really looking forward to exploring this. I'm just not ready to do it yet. And here I am, exploring it. I hate that feeling. I mean, I cannot make that jump, but how would you get to the other side of the gate? Actually. Oh, I guess you can't really stand on those rocks. If I can jump onto that thing, would I be able to climb that? Or actually, maybe there's just an elevator going down there. Now that I look at it. I don't see the cage up above. I don't really see the cage down there, but also it's kind of dark and... Oh, but there are two levers. One for the gate and one for the elevator, I guess. So... let's not worry about that quite yet. I also saw an item here. And more enemies. Ah, that's right. These are weak. Never mind, that's one of those guys. I thought it was just two of the weak ones. You're not weak. I'll take it back. That being said, you're also not particularly dangerous. I mean, I guess you probably hit hard if I let you. Oh. Turns out they don't even hit that hard. They're just very, very, very tanky. Oof. But worth 1000 XP, so honestly, not too shabby. There's another elevator. It feels silly, but you know what? I'm actually going to commit Sudoku and just return. It's very possible that there isn't really a whole lot to do, or really much of anything to do, left in the upper blocks, but I'm not done exploring there, not done looking around. It seems like this forest area, forest and Colosseum, and or monastery.
Look who came to visit.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's the temple. That might be the temple that Conrad used to set up camp in, where they were ambushed by the skull-faced knight, apparently. Oh, we have plenty of things to read here. Let me just quickly check. What did he say about... I just want to see what he called his faction, basically? The administration, okay. I suspect the administration is also establishing their presence here. Or maybe he's not... Well, actually, the way he says that, it sounds like the administration is not who he was a part of. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if Conrad was part of those religious guys who we just talked to, or the Inquisitors with Yulia and what's his face? Anselm? Oh, right, and yeah, we're still missing one of these, right? Okay, data logs. Before I forget again. Encrypted radiation. Though the content remains entirely indiscernible, analysis of the radiation suggests something. The knight's presence was a haunting mix of foreboding and sorrow, as if it bore a dire message wrapped in deep remorse. Its spectral form pulsed with this eerie energy, leaving an unsettling impression of a warning long past and a sorrowful history best heeded. Okay, that was in the forest area, right? Near the beginning. The rebel. Oh. Rumor has it that Yaroslav, leader of the Sardars, has sent a stark warning to anyone approaching the desert. He claims that those who venture into the sands will meet their destiny there, suggesting that the desert itself is the ultimate judge of fate and the Sardars the executioners of its will. Okay. So I guess we will be going to the desert and to Yaroslav, but I mean, there was so much talk about him and the Sardars that obviously I expected that. I think we might have gotten that one. We got some entry while talking to the Arch Inquisitor. Or, wait, was he actually called Arch Inquisitor? God damn it. Sure would be nice to have a working memory sometimes, but, you know. One has to make do. Calcified lives. Many citizens have succumbed to a final calcified state. Oh yeah, okay, we've seen those figures standing around. Their fates sealed in a claustrophobic stillness. These figures are trapped in a low-energy existence, frozen in the midst of their routines. Their forms are rigid and unchanging, as if the very essence of their being has been petrified by the oppressive atmosphere, some of them seemingly in a state of worship or delirium towards eternal nothingness. But they are dead, right? Because I've kind of been shattering them all over the place. Not really thinking much about it. Let's say they were probably already dead. Probably. And if they weren't, I mean, obviously I'm doing them a favor by, you know, ending their miserable, boring existence. Hey there. Okay. Actually, wait. We don't want to go down this way. This is where we want to go back to the forest, but for now... Oh, right. I never actually climbed this down. For now, I want to just look around a little bit more around here. Yeah, so we first came down that path. Then I spent a lot of time exploring this building here to no real avail. Then ultimately I started hugging that corner, and that led me to the boss. But yeah, the left wall, so to speak, of this area and up this ramp are places that I haven't explored. Let's stay down here for the time being. In the lowlands. Alright, we got those guys stalking around. Oh, what? How did all of that miss? What? Oh, because once again there's just a random spot on the ground that I just get stuck on. So I didn't move forward quite as much as I thought. Or maybe, okay, actually, maybe it's made so that attacks will not carry you off ledges, and somehow this is considered a ledge, because I can move forward just fine, but my attacks will stop me here instead of going forward, right? When normally they would move me forward. So that's what happened. Interesting. Okay. Huh? Oh, that guy just skedaddled. What? Didn't remember that they were so agile. Also, stamina needs to come back. What are you doing? He's just not doing anything, actually. He's just sitting there. But okay. Please. Is it always 6 attacks at this point to take one of them down? Or does it differ by enemy? Well, this one was also 6. Just like the weak points of the forest giants. Okay, and I managed to get turned around again. Wait, I really did. Where the heck? Where the heck is everything? Okay, that's the ramp. Yeah, I see now. Right, that's going in between those buildings, and obviously we have not been up and through that way. Okay. Just monster drops, but we can use those resources, surely. Okay, so since that's basically the back wall of the area, we're just gonna follow that until we reach the entrance to the... or the path toward the wyvern boss. And unless I see something from below, I'm not going to climb up any of these stairs and explore any of the upper floors of these buildings, because I've just been disappointed one too many times, you know. Oh, it looks like maybe we got quite a bit more going on over that way. If that is a path. Ooh. And that up there, is that just a single little light? A single little pixel of bright up there? Or is there in fact... I mean, there is one, but could that actually be an item all the way up there in that building? Is there a reason to climb that one specifically? Also, wait. Oh. Okay, there's just a way through to the other side. That's gonna be the end of the... of that highway I was talking about. So we would end up dropping down from there. Okay, I didn't expect there to be just another way to this... to the other side, basically. But at least now it's confirmed that there is, in fact, another side. And it's huge. I wasn't sure if that path would lead to anything, but, well, clearly it does. That other enemy just ran away. Okay. Not gonna chase after him. Okay, I guess there are just lights in those windows. Ow. Just as I was gonna dodge. Please. Okay. Good place to hide something. But no. Oh, well, I suppose. That's close enough. Metal arrows. Nothing special. Seems like there might be a lot more to the upper blocks. Except, okay, that's actually just a wall preventing me from going down that way if there had been anything otherwise. Oh, we got a filter. Post-process. Yeah, no going through here. They clearly don't want me to, so I'm not even gonna go out of my way to try. Very much against my nature, I know. Painting. Well, that sounds like it could be interesting. Setting. Yeah, crime was the weird one, right? That just makes everything gray. Maybe it's supposed to be black and white specifically, but it wasn't perfectly black and white, I don't think. Ooh, I mean, this is... It's certainly our way to play the game. Like, how practical is this even? I mean, the UI elements are obviously still readable, otherwise it would not work. Yeah, the crime filter, maybe it was supposed to be, like, specifically film noir. And just, you know, black and white, basically. But for that, it seemed to be too just washed out. Just, you know, really more gray than the stark contrast you would expect from film noir specifically. The dramatic lighting and all that. Did you just heal? Oh, in fact, he's regenerating. That's kind of annoying. Huh? Wait, what? Did you interrupt my attack or something? I guess he did. What a jerk. 4,700. What? Are these kind of special enemies? He dropped an amulet too. Oh, and I also got this at some point. Plus 3 inch, 150 flux leech. That's amazing for a spellcaster. Wow. Plus 0.5 delay before stamina regen. And 10% technomancy penetration. Lots of good spellcaster stuff lately. Although, I mean, this plus 0.5 seconds stamina regen delay, that is rough. Definitely not something I would want to play around with. Also, speaking of things I don't want to play around with any longer. I mean, this is kind of fun, but also, yeah. I mean, kind of painting mode, yeah, I get it, but also kind of just can't find your glasses mode. Metal arrows. Wait, how the heck did I even get here? In fact, where am I? I just fought this one guy, and there are items all over the place? Okay. Oh, did I come from there? Yeah, I think, yeah, okay. And this is just a dead end, except we can probably walk up there somehow and get to the other side of that toppled building, and then we have this bridge. Wait, right. We can totally climb up here. See if that goes anywhere. I mean, at least now I'm definitely happy that I returned to the upper blocks. Hello. Stuck on random rubble again. And, you know, decided to explore around here a bit more. Because clearly there's still quite a lot. Okay, this is just completely blocked off. Below with that wall, and up here with another type of wall. I mean, certainly you're not supposed to. I mean, you're not supposed to. Oh, wait. Or are you? There's an item on the other... an enemy on the other side? I mean, I'm definitely not supposed to climb across like that, but... if it works, it works. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if we needed any more confirmation that we're not supposed to be here at all, but why is there an enemy then? What are you doing here? Did you get lost? What? Well, I mean, we could drop down to this bridge that we're definitely not supposed to be on, and that we definitely wouldn't be able to return from. Hopefully we can still return from here? Just walk up this invisible ramp? Oh, maybe it's not so much a ramp. Wait. Maybe we can jump back on top of it? Uh-oh. Oh. And there's still an enemy around somewhere? You can probably... I say that. Is there something blocking me here? I hope not. I'm gonna YOLO it. Don't die. Okay, didn't die. Took some damage. But that's fine. Yeah, I don't know where there was still an enemy stomping around. Maybe he was actually on top of the ramp there. I just missed him before. It's fine. It's not like just another one of those basic axe-wielding robot guys. Nothing too special. Right, we got another one of those. Hey, speaking of basic robots. Thank you for your 20 XP. I mean, that's obviously the direction that we were coming from. Although, wait, no. At this point, we're looking at the back part. God, I wish I had more precise terminology for the things that I'm trying to express. Like, I guess I'm considering the front of the area, the first open area that, you know, that opens up to the sheer drop and towards the anomaly. And then we have basically a wall of buildings separating that. Yeah, I mean, it's basically everything that's over that way. And then we have this wall of buildings that I'm currently looking at, separating that part from the back part that looks at these, you know, less human-looking structures, those giant, massive concrete blocks. I mean, these are just basically like regular human buildings, right? Human apartment buildings. Did the guy not notice me at all? I just killed your buddy. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm not gonna force you to fight me. Guess we're at an hour and a half, so I should be wrapping up. Yeah, so this is basically the back side. The back alleys. According to my definition. I still haven't fully explored the front side, the front yard. Still got a bunch of those big guys stalking around and kind of sometimes just ignoring me. Or have they always been passive? Maybe I've always been the aggressor here. Wouldn't be the first time, I suppose. Can we get completely on top of this? Not like that. But maybe from here, somehow? I guess it's probably gonna work. Oh yeah, I mean, like, this is definitely gonna work. Let's not fall into any of those buildings, any of those windows, though. That could be bad. So I'm not entirely convinced that we can just get back out of there. I think I actually see an item there? Would I be seeing it that clearly from so far away? Maybe. Maybe it's just some random glow. Could be an item, though. Okay, we got that guy who no longer has his little orbital companion, and then there's that guy, and there's another small one stalking around. Oh yeah, that's that building that I saw. Yeah, okay, so that's where I was climbing around a moment ago. And, okay, so this is just the other side of that toppled building. I don't see any real reason to investigate that any further. Let's just awkwardly drop down here. No problem. Okay, so we might actually be getting close to wrapping up this part. Okay, there's an item for sure that I haven't picked up. Okay. Game decided to randomly lock onto that dude just now. Behind me, pretty far away. That's fine. We got this. What's on the other side of this? Okay, that's just here. Gotcha. Oh, hello. It doesn't look like there's... I should probably make sure, because it's so easy for items to be hiding just behind the tiniest little corner. Which does make me wonder if I really did see an item in the distance there. It seemed pretty far away. Okay, I was definitely looking at this before, yeah. And of course I could have just walked up one of these balconies, or anywhere. Made it safely to the other side. Oh, didn't expect to get stunned from that drop. It didn't seem that far, but okay. Another item. Alright. Hugging this wall, just making sure there's nothing there. Okay, and at this point I think this might be the ledge that has one of those other giant cyborgs on it. Maybe? Oh yeah, there he is. And that's the way to the boss. Okay, awesome. So we did actually close the loop, connect the loose ends. Now I just have to try and make sure whether the item that I thought I might have seen was actually an item. Almost certainly not, though. It must have been some sort of reflection or some bright thing. Actually, yeah, it might have just been whatever's reflecting the light there. I think that was roughly the direction. No, maybe not actually. I don't know. But I don't know where it would have been. I suppose if I really want to make sure, I need to find the spot again from where I saw it and then try to head toward it in a straight line or identify exactly where I thought I saw it on top of some sort of structure. But yeah, it's almost certainly nothing. Oh, well, unless I happen to see this, which is not nearly as far away, I think. But it was an item. And we always take those. Are you also going to ignore me? Oh, you are for now. I think I saw the thing, the phenomenon from over here. Ish. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm not seeing anything from here, so I'm gonna say there's probably nothing. So, do I stop here? I should. But we're so close. Well, actually we're so close to completely wrapping up this the front part here. The only thing that's left, apart from maybe some random item behind some random corner somewhere, is finally walking up this ramp. Even though now we know where it leads. It just leads to the back. And there could be a lot more to do there, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is as far as we went earlier. Okay, yeah. We're definitely looking at those... at the very Omnistructure looking part of the Omnistructure. Right, here's the... Oh. Okay, right. I never actually... For some reason I thought... I guess I didn't see it right from there. I thought that ledge just continued on until underneath this this overhanging bridge. I guess not. I also don't see anything there, but now I wonder if I didn't miss anything down on that ledge. It feels like there's almost certainly something there, right? Well... we can definitely drop down from here. I mean, it's gotta be intended. Oh, wait. There's also something over that way. And in fact, that might just be the main path? No, that's definitely also a path. We're gonna drop down onto those structures. Surely. Maybe I'll focus on this way for now. We're just gonna have to go go the other way next time. Oh, hello. 3 upgrade modules. Oh, those are the better ones. Looking forward to actually being able to use them. Okay, we got a ladder up. Come on, really? They could have connected this if they wanted to. Apparently they didn't want to. Oh well. Gonna have to take the long way around to finish exploring over there. And before there's not actually anything there. There might not be, but I don't know. It feels like there probably is. Oh, hey there. Another post-process. I never expected there to be that many to find. Monochrome. Okay, well. I suppose most of them are kind of similar by definition. Oh, yeah, I mean... Okay, this is not exactly film noir look, but it is very monochrome. And it does look cool in its own way. At least that allows you to see far. Doesn't hide any of the, you know, beautiful scenery, such as it is. Beautiful if you're into that. Oh, and it does retain the red glow of the lights as a highlight, while making everything almost completely monochrome. Again, not entirely. Like, you can still see some parts that are a bit brownish. Yeah, it's a cool look. Kind of makes everything look very metallic. I like it. But, as I keep saying, of course I'm going to keep playing on default for the time being, for my first playthrough. Wait a second. Oh! Interesting. Are you telling me I could have just climbed up here? So it sure looks like I can. Okay, so that's a way back, and in fact it's also a way... well... to go through here, right? I mean, I guess I should confirm that I can climb up this ledge, which seems to be all that we need to do. There is some invisible collision right here, actually. Huh. Awkward. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely something to get stuck on here. Just a block of nothing. So we're maybe specifically not supposed to be able to climb back up. And they just ensured that by placing some slightly nonsensical collision there. Okay, yeah, I know. I saw you. I was kind of hoping that I could just ignore you. Turns out that I couldn't. I mean, this seems almost doable, though. This is so close. I guess it's really only supposed to be a return path. I thought it would really make a big difference, or, you know, allow for any crazy skip or anything if they just allowed you to go back that way. But it doesn't seem like they want you to. Which, you know, is fine. Huh? Hello? Oh, wow. I will finish... I mean, there's that whole path leading toward that, you know, the big blocky structure. That seems to be its own thing. That probably connects to another area, if I would... you know, if I were to guess. Which I guess I just did. So I'm gonna save that for next time for sure. So I'll just wrap up this long episode by finishing looking around that big ledge on the backside. You know, on this level's backside. Bracing for disappointment, because there just might not be anything. But there might be. I guess I couldn't really see from here that it just ended there. And, oh, there was an item. It was all worth it. For, oh, Visage Respirator Helmet. It actually was worth it. Even if I'm not going to use it. Which I probably won't. But unique helmets? Heck yeah. Keep them coming. Okay, nice. My instincts were actually true. They did not betray me. And just to try and make extra sure, I mean, would we be able to safely drop from there? Or is there even a ladder? I mean, surely that's gotta lead somewhere, right? They allow you to drop down there and walk along all the way. To the end of that bridge. They wouldn't do that only to make you run into a dead end from there, right? I mean, that's gotta be something. I don't know, there's some kind of structure. Anyway, we're gonna find out next time. For now, we're gonna take a look at this helmet that we found. Medium armor, actually. Oh. Visage Respirator Helmet. Visage, wait, Visage, the boss was called something Visage. The Wyvern boss. Huh. I mean, as far as these respirator helmets go, that one's kind of acceptable. And so, definitely an interesting fusion of Knight's helmet and, you know, gas mask. Kind of post-apocalyptic cyberpunk or whatever look. And, I mean, those eyes are something. Like anti-sunglasses. Big, kind of grumpy looking, glowy eyes. It's kind of goofy, but also, I don't know. I don't hate it. Do I like it more than this? Maybe, but even then, I decided to lock this in by putting... Wait, what was I thinking? The helmet was kind of the part of the armor that I liked the least. You know, that I was hoping to replace by something that I like the look of more. But then I put in the 30 base weapon damage, which I can't really just let go of. I mean, how much does that reduce my damage? By quite a bit. By like 10 points or so. 115 to 134. 123 to 143. Yeah, almost 10 points. Of course, that's also with the extra 15% base weapon damage. So just the 30% by itself wouldn't make that big of a difference. You know, as I keep saying, it sounds like a lot, but at this point it's not. It's only a couple of points of damage. But still, you know, it doesn't feel right to give up that bonus, which I can't replace right now. So I'm gonna keep wearing this thing. Thankfully, we mostly see it from the back anyway, which looks pretty similar to the one we just found. But that's definitely an interesting option for the future. It definitely is an option. Although, I suppose if I ever change, I might just go for a heavy helmet. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I should just wrap it up here. Next time we're gonna check out what waits at the end of that bridge. And once again, brace for disappointment. I don't know, man. I feel like it should connect to something. But it is quite a bit of a drop, so there would have to be some sort of mechanism. I mean, a ladder would do it, but I don't see one from here, so... I don't know. We'll see. But if not that, then we have the whole forest to explore, not to mention, like, 2 or 3 other areas that we know about, that we found. So, yeah, it's not like we're running out of places to explore. For the time being, though, I thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.